Hi, this is Todd Olthoff, and welcome to another edition of Screencasts Online. This week we're doing an update show for an application we covered back in April of 2018, and that's Pixelmator Pro by the Pixelmator team. Since that date, the application has had a number of updates and some major features have been added, and we thought it warranted covering some of these updates to show how the application has progressed. One of the more unique updates are some machine learning adjustments for things like enhancing your photos, denoise, matching colors, and super resolution, which we'll cover in the screencast. We will also look at some of the other updates to the color adjustments tool, the new LUTs features, and some other additions to the application that we did not cover in the previous screencast. If you have not viewed the first screencast, I would highly recommend viewing that first, as this screencast assumes that you have already seen that one and will not go over the things that we previously covered. So let's get started by taking a look at some of the changes to the interface. So I'm going to go ahead and launch Pixelmator Pro here, because one of the changes to the interface is this Get Started and Welcome screen. And so it just gives an overview of the things that you can do with Pixelmator. You can edit photos, design, illustrate, paint, and sketch. And again, it's exclusively for the Mac. We're going to cover more of the editing photo side of things, but it is an application that does a number of things that Photoshop does as well. So we'll go ahead and say continue. And this is the new welcome screen. So right from here, rather than just opening a document or opening a photo or project, you can come in here and choose what you want to do. You can create an empty new document. You can open an image from Photos, and so there is Photos integration, and we're going to show how that works because the integration is really nice. Or we can browse images on our Mac and pull them up. So what I'm going to do is do that. You'll notice that as we pull up documents, we'll have recent documents showing over here, which just allows us to get to those documents more quickly, as opposed to having to search for them or go through the Finder. Now, you can choose to not show this window when Pixelmator launches. I like it because it does allow me to get to my recent work on the right-hand side there. But it's up to you in terms of what your preferences are. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to browse images on my Mac to find a photo here. I'm going to come and grab this one right here. And I've taken all of these photos on my iPhone so you can see how those photos work with Pixelmator Pro. And so here we are. This is the Pixelmator Pro interface with my photo right there in the middle. In our previous screencast, we covered the interface in depth, so I'm not going to do that here. If you want to go back to the first screencast to get a walkthrough of the interface, I do that there. So what I'm going to do is just cover some of the additions to the interface since the last screencast. So one of those is the ability to change the appearance. If I come up to Preferences here, you can see that I can do dark, light, or I can do the auto feature where it will change the interface as the day goes on from light to dark. In this case, I'm going to leave it on dark because I prefer that, but you do have these options just like you do in Mac OS. I'll go ahead and close that down. Now, one of the other options that we have is video tooltips. And so this is the toolbar over here. And as I hover over the various items, you can see that I'll get a video tooltip here. And I can see what this particular tool does. And it just shows me with video here. You can just see as I keep going down. Now, if I want to learn more about a particular tool, I just click Learn More here, and it takes me right to the online help. So I can read more about how this particular selection tool works, just in case I don't remember or I need to brush up on it. So it's really nice that they've added that to the interface because you can see it visually. Now, in addition to that, we also have workspaces where I can customize the interface to fit how I work. So again, if I come up to Preferences and I go to Workspace right here, you can see I have a number of options. We're in default right now, but if I hover over Photography, you can see the toolbar has gone to the top. If I go to Design, you can see that it's moved everything to the right. Illustration, it moves things around. You can just see how the different changes happen. And if I just come up here, you see I can customize the layout. And so I get this screen that allows me to move things around. So if I do want that up here, or maybe I want the toolbar down below, you can see I changed it. Maybe I want everything over to the left or back to the right. So I can do customizations and then save those as my own personal customizations for the interface. I'm just going to go ahead and escape out of this and we'll leave it at the default. And I'll just go ahead and close this down.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. all of our members get access to brand new up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.